Peace and love, everybody. I received this channel message a couple days ago. Message number 1, an extraterrestrial being was offended. There's a man that had sex with an animal, or he thought it was an animal. And while I was writing this down tonight, the Spirit said, hallelujah. It was actually an extraterrestrial being inside of its 3D meat suit. This being is a powerful extraterrestrial being. It was a smaller animal, not a cat, not a dog, but a smaller animal that this man had sex with. The extraterrestrial was not even inside the animal's body during the act. It actually stepped outside of the 3D meat suit and observed the man committing this act on its animal person. As a stand-in, spirit or being went inside of the animal's body while the act was performed. The karma for this man that committed this atrocity, the Spirit has said atrocity, is that he has gained a spiritual / metaphysical disease of his physical 3D human body. I believe the word would be in layman terms or layman terms or whatever. Sometimes when you have sex with someone, right, you can get a disease, a physical disease, right? This disease, if this man went to a doctor, they would not be able to diagnose it because it is a spiritual disease. It's like a magical disease. It's coming from a different dimension type of disease. And that's one of the reasons why you need to be cautious about who you share that sexual act energy with, because sometimes you don't know what you're picking up. Now, this extraterrestrial being is not a negative being, but it's just powerful, you know? It's powerful and it's very aware, you know? Sometimes when you incarnate into an animal's body, in certain lives, certain incarnations, right? What happens is you depending on your level of soul growth or depending on your karma for the experience, you may not be able to remember who you actually are, and you may not remember what your powers are or where you come from. Well, this being was fully aware, even though it was inside of an animal's meat suit, it was fully aware of everything. Extremely powerful. So that's what happened in this particular case here. Okay, so in my third eye, this man's private area was covered with, it looked like leathery type bumps all over its private area, right? All over his private area. It honestly looked like an alligator skin, like thick, rough, like it looked rough and thick. It's not funny. It looked thick and it looked rough. These bumps all over it covered the whole penis, okay? And I didn't want to say that word, but yeah, it covered this whole private area. It was like crocodile skin. And it looked very dark, you know, very rough and hard to look at. Like a reptile skin. Some type of bumps or something all over it. Okay, the Spirit said he better be careful. If he hits it too hard, it could fall off. They said it was going to possibly fall off, okay, if he hits it too hard. And the Spirit also said it was decrepit. Like right now, it's decrepit. Like I believe it's in the early phases right now, because I had seen like mucus and pus, and then as time goes on, then it goes through like a metamorphosis type thing, like a transformation into the decrepit stage. Okay, so it goes from being mucousy to bumpy to decrepit, and to the point where if you touch it or hit it, like if you hit it too hard, not touch it, but if you hit it too hard, it could fall off. All right, so that's enough of that. This is not a disease that can be healed by a medical doctor. This is something that needs to be healed by a shamanic herbalist. One that is highly adept at the occult of healing herbs on higher levels. In order to receive this healing, he has to reveal what he has done to the healer so that the healer can basically, there is a certain type of reading the healer will do. But the man has to confess what he has done so that the shamanic herbal healer can perform the reading and get to the bottom of the situation. First, the cause, the reality, and the cure for healing to take place in the man's private area. Otherwise, his private area will eventually fall off, is what the spirit has said. Spirit also said that this man will live in turmoil if that happens. And it said he can still be able to live, but he will just be living in turmoil. If this is not you, it may very well be someone from your past, is what I felt, okay, or what I was thinking, that maybe it's someone from your past or someone you have met already. So yeah, then while I was writing this down tonight, the spirit had said, it is someone currently, okay? So that it is someone that you have met that is currently in your life. It's not someone that you met before that you're not around at all. This man is someone that is currently in your life right now. And this message is specific. So this is a specific situation. This is not for everybody. But for whomever it is for, you will come across this video. And if it's not you, you will be able to use your intuition so that you can pass on this valuable, important information to help this man with his healing, because nobody is perfect. And if you are attracted to my channel, if you're a part of my collective is on a certain level, a certain wavelength, a certain vibration, whereas though we are not about attacking others unless it's necessary for a righteous purpose, right? The gray area is light and dark worker, which makes you gray. Now you have some that are, well, I can only speak for myself. I'm a gray witch, but I am a righteous gray witch, which means that I don't do dark magic. You know, I don't do dark magic. The only way I would ever do some type of dark magic, it would have to be to save someone's life. Because there are ways to work with darker forces. But I work with them only in righteous ways. Now, everybody is not on that wavelength, and there is karma to pay if that is not what you have incarnated for. Some people have actually incarnated to work with darker forces to attack others, and that is a part of their karma. You see? You know, because you have to remember that there are gods and gods of gods who have created all of these energies. And they serve a purpose. It's for a reason. But when you are dealing with certain types of karma in certain situations, you know, it depends on your karma and what you came here to do. And if you so tread off of that path, off into the darker or the lighter too much, you will be dealing with karma in your own particular way, and it will be balanced out like the scales of Ma'at. Okay, so back to the reading. You know, nobody's perfect, and it's important to spread this information on because there is a shamanic healer that this man needs to get to. Okay? Use your intuition, because this man, he may not come straight out and tell you that this is what happened, or tell you how it happened, but he will damn sure be complaining about the symptoms that he's having down there. All right, and I think that's it for this one. Peace and love, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful evening. Peace.